Elmore, Dr. Moshe Lewis, Music and Medicine. Such a pleasure to meet you. Sure, it's not every day we get to make a leap or meet somebody jumping from Harvard to the big screen. Talk to us about that transition for you.
I think I went to college and I was grateful to go to a really good one, but knowing that I also still wanted to be an actor and I was focused on that. So my concentration was in African American studies, but I did all my electives and all the plays in the theater department. And then I went to grad school for acting, and now here we are.
Exactly. And talking about that journey, a movie like Fruitvale Station now, which is so emblematic of that work and that time, talk to us about sort of what it meant for you being involved in the project, because it didn't quite have the same fanfare that it does, today.
Yeah, I think that I was just grateful. It was literally my first time on a screen. I got out of school, had only done theater, and they happened to be casting for local hires in the Bay Area where I was for grad school. And just to have the experience of being on that set for just those 2 days and to watch Ryan Coogler work, to watch Michael B. Jordan work, and to see how a set works, I was like, oh, this is good enough for me. But then to see the film later and to see how important it was and impactful, I just felt so honored to be a small part of it.
Absolutely. Talking about some of your work, Insecure, an HBO series, I know it was a small period of time that you were there, but talk to us about sort of jumping up to that level of production now.
Yeah, I think I had been doing television for a while, but it was the first time I was working on a show that I already watched. And so that was pretty exciting. I was like, I'm a big fan of this show, a big fan of Issa and her work and what that show meant for Black LA especially. And as a person who is from here, I was just excited to be a part of it. And then to play a role that I really connected with.
Sure. What do you think was one of the biggest things you were trying to communicate and that you feel does speak to our community in that role?
Well, I loved that Condola was portrayed as a realistic sort of postpartum mom, that it wasn't sanitized, that her relationship with the father of her child was rocky, but they were committed to their baby, that she had gained weight, she was nursing, she was pumping, she was trying to figure out how to go back to work, and it felt really true to me, especially as a mom of now 3. I was like, I know this life.
Sure, and congratulations.
Thank
I know
you.
the last time it was the second child, this is your third.
Yeah.
Now I know you're on a current project. I don't know if you can speak to it, but tell us.
It's called The Girls on the Bus. It's also on HBO Max, and it's about 4 journalists who become unlikely family as they cover the presidential election, and it's pretty good. All episodes are on Max now.
What do you look for in a role, and what are you hoping to bring to it when you read scripts?
I just want to see an honest portrayal. So if that person is somehow close to me or connected to me, that's cool. But I'm interested in something that's realistic and nuanced and fun.
Sure. And then finally, some encouragement for a young man or a woman going into acting who finds themselves at a place like Harvard, maybe instead of Yale, thinking that that would be the pathway. Tell us about what inspiration you give them, regardless of where they go to school.
Oh, I think that get out of school what you want to get out of it. Take the classes you want, meet the people you want, do things that are unrelated to acting altogether, join the math club, whatever you want to do, and really sort of, you're paying for it. So get as much of it as you can and have full life experience. I think that can only help when it comes to acting, to have a full life outside of the work.
Absolutely. We continue to look forward to your work. Every role that you have done really just speaks so much to our heart and our community. So thanks so much for this sincerity. We appreciate it as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good.